attended his funeral in the belly of my mother. Because of her condition, they waited to tell her what had really happened to him until she was right there, surrounded by her family, in her sister's home in Mexico, with her brother's body laid out in the back room. Dad talks about his friendship with Sergio as feeling heavier than his other friendships. My dad met Sergio at 17 years old. He was alone in the kitchen, struggling with his apron strings the first day at work. Sergio approached unannounced and tied them for him. Sergio, my mother's brother and the youngest of 8, was a sensitive antidote to the machismo and misogyny that was so pervasive in Hispanic culture and in most young men my father knew in Chicago at that time. When Sergio moved back to Mexico City to grow the family's chicken business, my father visited him. My mom, still in Chicago, had just informed Sergio that she and my dad were dating. Dad hadn't wanted to mention this to him. He was unsure about how Sergio would react. Even as a young man, my uncle had experienced a lifetime of pain and abuse, and he was open about these things with my father. It helped my dad to better understand my mom. Sergio was able to make his peace with my dad, and they would remain close friends. A couple years after my parents' wedding, Sergio was dropping some money from one of the restaurants. He was driving along when he was flagged down by someone he knew. A second man came out of the bushes and shot him. One of the men who robbed him was a man Sergio knew personally. When the authorities found him, he was wearing my uncle's jewelry. My parents flew out the next day to attend the funeral. Sergio had only recently been informed that my mom was expecting. My dad remembers him saying, "I can't wait to see the baby that comes from you and my sister." He'd brought them together. If he were still here, could he have also kept them together? I feel his absence almost like my parents do. It's strange how it's possible to miss someone you've never met.